Hello everyone, it is Mew. The last sketchbook tour, a lot of people seem to really like it, and, uh, a lot of the easy videos I do was just mostly the reading old stories videos. They are fun to make, they don't do very well though, so I think, I'm not always gonna have old stories to read. I'm gonna run out of those at some point, so I think sketchbook tours will probably be a replacement for when I inevitably run out of stories to read. But anyways, this is a SCAD sketchbook. I think from when SCAD visited my high school, and they were just giving out like random shit, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll take a free sketchbook. This is very small though. I filled this up pretty fast. I'll look in a minute. But before that, I just want to quickly just go over the stickers I have. This is a Neneko Aino sticker because I fucking love Neneko from Jinja Ninja Otoyo's Prism. This is Conjux Endura's Terezi sticker I got from a little sticker sheet. After having these Homestuck stickers for 5 years, 4 years, maybe even 3, I don't know. Finally, I used up all these stickers. It only took me a couple years, and then I forgot I had them for a while. So, And then this is just a random sticker from the sticker book I have. It's called Sticker Bomb. There's a lot of stickers in there, and I'm always looking for ways to decorate these, so, it's a good way to do it. So, you can barely see, but I started this March 10th, and I finished March 27th. I cannot remember a time I finished a sketchbook in less than a month. I think the last time I did that was maybe, late elementary school when I started, keeping a sketchbook regularly. So this is the design I did for my Kingdom's OCs in Sailor Moon. Here's Arista, she pretty much just looks like a classic Sailor Moon Sailor Senshi. And then also I was just exploring a random idea for her regular design of putting bows on her fake little horns. I decided I'm not doing that, but was just testing it out. These are boards for a storyboard animatic I'm doing of my OC Jack from Hybrid High, which by the time this video comes out, that Hybrid High, the animatic storyboard is probably already out, so you should go watch it. But yeah, this is I need to fill out my storyboard portfolio, so this was a comedic one where Jack tries to give a speech to his high school about why they should elect him for the juniors student council. So yeah, this was me figuring out a sprite to do for the Sleepy sprite, and then I was just doodling Arya stuff for some reason. This was my Vaggie redesign. I was having a lot of trouble, but I've always wanted to redesign her for a while. I do think I did end up liking the final of this. Finale. I did like the final that I came up for this in the end. But, I do really want to make a design not in her uniform, though, because honestly, I do miss her first design, where at least, she had, I don't know, her own personality to it, I guess. These are my OCs, Yami and Chanel. I had a brief moment where I was just thinking about them again. Yami is a side character in Kingdoms, and Chanel, as of now, does not appear in it. But she might appear in it once or get mentioned offhandedly, but I'm not gonna cram her in there just because Kingdoms Book 1 has so much happening. And then also I was looking at Chanel's old design, and I was not happy with it. Mostly the skirt. I think the old skirt was, stupid. But I still don't like this one either, so, yeah. Chanel, fun fact, Chanel is a hair goddess, so her hair is very long, very pretty, and also it's sentient. Kinda think like Medusa, where her hair moves, but it's not snakes. And also, her dad is like a farmer cowboy type of guy, so, you know. And he's a demigod technically, but I tend to call him like a shadow elemental god. But his title is he is a king at some point at least, I think his title is God of Exhaustion. So you know, I'm trying to remember. I think she's at least part shadow elemental, but she might be human too. Anyway, apparently it's a thing where I just draw my OCs kissing all the time now lately. And then I was on a call with friends and I drew Jack the Ripper. I forget his name. This guy. But someone joked that his name was like Jack the Eater or something, so I drew I drew him just for fun. Sorry, I kind of messed up pausing. I remembered that I would use the post-it notes, and I had some places I had to put post-it notes. But anyways, here's flower for my alphabet challenge, and I just randomly doodled flowers just because it felt empty, like just flower here. Here is my OC Arsene, and then random like writing stuff around it for some reason. I was in a mood that day, I guess. This is just doodling an OC. I have, if you've been here a while, you probably know about the Mendoza sisters, Arya, Arsene, Arista. They are goddesses, and I have had the idea of, like, having sort of counterparts where, they're not... Oh, wait, I just realized. I was supposed to be filming this way. Oopsies. But yeah, I want there to be counterparts to the Mendoza sisters, where, like, there's a trio of sisters who are angels instead of just, like, regular goddesses. Angel goddesses. And this is Corianne Pendleton. I think she's the angel sisters' equivalent of creation goddess. I think she's the creation goddess of her sisters. And I think I wasn't doing anything in particular, just based off the vibes and the little personality that I've given her, because she does briefly appear in Book 2 of Kingdoms, actually. Yeah. Here is Iris as a Sailor Moon character. I already talked about this in another video, so I'm not gonna talk too much more about this. Here is more stuff. This is my Persona sprite. I think this is supposed to be Scared Sprite, and this is a redesign of Cupid for Monster High. Also, you may see that I have done redesign stuff for different media. Has Been Hotel, Monster High. I have wanted to make videos of those eventually, but I haven't had the time. But I think I recently decided that, at least for a little while, I'm not sure if I'm quitting it forever, but I am going to put a pause on the Monster High designs just because I'm not satisfied with them a lot of the times. So I have like 20 of those, so I'll make a video and I'll explain my redesigns for Monster High characters soon. I gotta get other videos out of the way first, but I want to do that soon. These are the parents of Chanel. I was just randomly thinking about them, like, well, what do her parents look like? Because I kind of have an idea of her parents, because, like, her mom this is Chanel's mom, Yuri Fujimoto. She's the goddess of hair. She's kind of forgotten, but, I imagine she was big in the 80s, because, you know, 80s was hair, the 80s was the hair decade, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. So she has big, beautiful 80s hair. And probably in the modern day, I think she would have 80s hair too. It's kind of light though, so it might be hard to see, and I apologize for that. And this is her dad. His name is Colin Clayton. He's just some cowboy, farmer, nobody guy. He probably wears flannel. Great job speaking, Mew. But yeah, I think their dynamic is cute. I think it could be fun to write about their stories as well. I need to figure out more about Yuri though, because, like, I gotta figure out how she fits into her kingdom's mythology. Like, who the hell, like, did she have parents? Who the hell are her parents? What makes a hair god? Or goddess, I guess. Anyway. Here's an OC. His name's The Unknown. Not really a redesign, I just felt like doodling him, although, he used to have this, like, circlet, but I decided he's dirty Greek, if you couldn't tell, so I put the Greek laurel flower looking thingy. That's it. And then this is another OC. Her name is Mysterious Lady / the Demoness / Lady Midnight. Her real name is a secret because lore. I also gave her a little bit of a redesign. I probably went a little bit too hard with the moons, but like her whole thing is that she's into the moon. She literally lives in the hell, because the moon also has a hell for people that live on the moon. She lives on the moon, so yeah. Figure studies. I think here I'm just like playing with highlighters more. That's a Satan. Is there something? Oh, wait. Shows you this. Gives no other context. Figure studies, and then I also just slapped an Arsene and Nico. Also, I think with this sketchbook, I finally decided, I think I like Nico with the high ponytail better. I think high ponytail works better on him for some reason. I don't know. I think the low ponytail was just meant to be like an homage to Satan, I guess, but I decided, no, I guess. I don't know. I have to sticky note something again. Hold on. Is anyone surprised? No, not really, but you know. Okay, there you go. I only needed one. Okay. Figure study down there. I post-it note is so big it covers up the entire body. But here's just a random side character in Kingdoms 1 and Book 2. Probably not 3. But his name is Zeta. I think this was from memory though. I don't think that's similar to the reference I made for him at all. This is just like random like Satan doodles and shit. I drew makeup he would probably wear. By Book 2 though, he kind of stops wearing makeup like pretty much altogether. He wears no makeup, and then that's probably how he does lips. I'm not sure what this was for, because that is not his nose shape. High ponytail Satan with a batwing bow, I guess. I don't know. I think this is just like doodling a random outfit he has. It's kind of hard to make out stuff, but he's got the veil, and then Satan with lipstick marks. Guys, who did that? That's crazy. Do you guys know who did that? Anyway, Satan and Arya, they're just having a little nap. They're tired, okay? And then that's a really bad side profile. I'm still really sucky at side profiles. Sorry, guys. This was me figuring out the thumbnail to that storyboard where Jack is like telling people at his school why they should vote for him in his student council election. This is a lollipsy redesign for Bouncy Fluffy Paws. I always confuse her name with that cat character from Puss in Boots, but not Puss in Boots, Fluffy Kitty Paws. Yeah, I confuse their names for some reason. Anyway, here's just Arsene and Nico. Just, POV, your husband's so cute, you gotta get on your tippy toes to see. Girl, you got a mask over your eyes. I'm not sure how much you can see, but okay, sure. They're cute. Here's... these are animatic studies, except I did them in yellow highlighter, so it's really difficult to see. And you guys are not gonna, oh wait, I'm like, do I have to sticky note something? But it's fine. Here, let me just, okay, this is just Arya in like 2010, just like, for lore reasons, I kind of need to figure out what she would look like in 2010, so, yeah. And then here is the Unknown from earlier, and then also fun fact, the Unknown has a wife and a husband. He's polyamorous, and also he's credited with inventing polyamory. Let's go polyamorous people. Let's go. Hi, I'm one of you. I'm polyamorous. looks into the camera like I'm in the office. Anyways, I found this pose on Pinterest, and I'm like, oh, this is Unknown and his wife and husband. So I drew them. I messed up his side profile. I want to redraw these three references. I don't think these two need much changes, but I think I probably want to change him most. Oh, by the way, this is Countess Cassandra. She's purple. Ignore the green marker. She's very purple. And she's into bows and butterflies and big poofy dresses. And then this is Emilio Vargas / the Pirate Cerules. I don't know if it was Vargas, actually. I forget the last name, but his real first name is Emilio. But he's a pirate. He's blue. He was based off of Kaya, but I think I might have went a little bit too far. So when I redesign him, I'm changing his bangs because I literally stole Kaya's hair color. And sorry, I keep running out of space. Anyways, random eyeliner doodles. I was like, what if an Ankh, but as like eyeliner? I don't think I like it, but I tried something. So, this was inspired a little bit by I Love MCR's art. Makeup where they drew like an eyeliner makeup look, but it's kind of like butterflies, and I was inspired a little bit by that. I don't know if it was like heavily or just tiny bit inspired, but and then I was like randomly inspired to draw me and my friends as like Scott Pilgrim characters. Here's Bun as Kim. Me and my friend Kit, I feel like I relate to Ramona a lot. And Kit also relates to Ramona a lot, so I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna draw side by side, and we're both Ramona. Because why not? Here's Lemon as Matthew Patel, and then random thoughts. Reading the stuff I wrote here, I'm like, what the hell was I talking about? Anyway, I don't know what I was doing here. And then random lives. Anyways, I've been randomly remembering the Mimic, on Roblox, mostly just because the new chapter is supposed to come out recently, and I'm like, damn, Satan would work so well if he had Shinigami's outfit from the Mimic, so I just drew him in that, and then I drew Katharina here for some reason, I think maybe just to fill the space, I don't know. And then also I was like, I want to draw Yuri from him because she's pretty, so I drew her. These are more animatic studies. This was another study of Riley Quinn's storyboard for, it was like something to do with like yogas, and also the main girl thinks like she's in like an MLM scheme, or about to be put in an MLM scheme. Anyway, here's a random drawing of Satan and Arya. And I completely forgot to draw Satan's sleeve, so he partially kind of looks like he has no clothes on, but like, it's fine. It's fine. Man, I gotta stop using the yellow eyeliner because it's hard to see. You can't tell what's happening. But I think this is when I was obsessively listening to Haunting by Lore and Sean Brennan, so I drew them in that one pose of Lore and Sean Brennan. Yeah. Here's more of Mysterious Lady, and this is her love interest, Beelzebub. His clothing. Sorry. His name is, like, deliberately misspelt because I misspelt it, and I just rolled with it. And already we are at the end. Here is a Satan redesign. Honestly, I didn't really change all that much, to be honest, but I think, I've been, like, kind of realizing, like, the problems with his design. And I decided when I was drawing this, I think if I want him to have more red, that's not like, okay, having red in just the eye would be fine, but I think also in the tail and in here, like, I feel like I don't know, he needs more red, even though he's a goth, like, just a little bit more red. So I decided the undersides of his clothes will have red peeking out. And I think think his design is, like, finally perfect. I think so, anyway. Not everyone's gonna like it, but, And then this is just some random, like, Incubus girl for something. I don't know how much I can say about it, so I'm not going to elaborate too much, but I mean, I think this art and this design is okay. It's fine. Will I do anything with her? Probably not, but I had fun. I enjoyed the exercise, I guess, for what it was. And that was this extremely brief mini sketchbook tour. I've been going through sketchbooks lately because I find every night before I go to bed, I'm like in the mood to just draw in my sketchbook, which is amazing. I haven't been going through sketchbooks, just doodling and shit in a long time. I love it. Ginger Ninja OWO really inspired me to get back into sketchbooking again, and I'm loving it. I'm having fun. Anyway, is there anything else I would like to say? Oh yes, please consider subscribing to my Patreon. I post whips for stuff like this. Anything else? I think that's it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to suggest other video ideas. That's it. Bye!